How you guys all doing? Good. It was a good day of practice. Good get back out there and get ready to prep for Miami.
Does it feel any different? Is it just, can you keep that same mentality?
As what?
After winning the Coastal, you guys?
I think that's been our mentality all year, and that's whether we have to keep it, and I think that's important. Is we got to go 1-0, regardless of who we play. I mean, that's been our mentality for this last half of the season. Just worry about the next opponent, worry about who we're playing next, and that's just keep plugging away, just keep grinding out, and just keep doing your job, one play at a time, one series at a time, one game at a time. Don't look ahead.
How does your role change with Jimmy out?
I mean, it changes a little. I'm moving over to center now, as you guys know, but it's still the same plays. I mean, we still have the same plays called going to the right, going to the left, inside zone, outside zone. So, I mean, I'm speaking a little more, I'm making a little more calls, but I've been in this position before, and we just have the next guy stepping up at left guard. So that's just the mentality. I mean, it happened on the defense with Quentin and Elias Reynolds and Chase Pine. They stepped up big time, and now we got to step up on the O-line.
Since the spring of 2017, when you played a lot of center, how much center have you played in practice?
I've always practiced it. Just that what if, like, if the worst case happened. I mean, I've always did QB center. I've always done stuff after practice, so I've always been ready for it. I've always known if anything ever happened, I need to be ready to play center.
How did you talk to Jimmy? How's he holding up?
He's in good spirits. I mean, he's one of the toughest guys on this team. So, I mean, it's unfortunate things happen to him, but he's going to take that winning mentality that he has, and he's going to overcome this adversity he's facing. He's going to get back healthier, better than ever.
I know before games, you're usually out there working with some of the centers, just getting a few snaps in. But does it take a little time just to get used to Kenny under center and, getting the ball to the guy just to get that rhythm down?
I mean, I think we had one bad snap today. That was in pre-practice before we even warmed up. But I think we're used to each other now, whereas we've taken enough snaps through the years. I mean, he was taking snaps with me last year before we moved up to a starter. So, I mean, we've snapped together. We know each other pretty well, and he knows the adjustments and how I'm different than Jimmy at center. So I think we're pretty much on the same page. We'll be good.
What did the most about last year's game, and are you surprised that? Did you think you exposed them a little bit? They've barely been a 500 team since you beat them.
I mean, I really don't know how to answer that question. I think we worried about ourselves. I think we did our job, and I think that's what we've been trying to do since that game, worrying about ourselves and not trying to focus on other teams rather than just focusing on what we need to do. I think that's been a big thing this year.
When you look at them on film now, they look as good as they were last year, you think?
Yeah,
despite the record?
they're always a good team. They have great playmakers. They're big guys. They're a great defense. I mean, hands down, they're one of the best defenses we're going to face. So we just need to be ready for that. We need to prepare. We need to execute. We can't take them lightly in any way.
How were you able to do that last year?
Just focus. That's the big thing. Focus and execution. We just need to focus on our job and just make sure you execute the plays and not worry about it, not get caught up in anything else.
I know he's recovering, but will Jimmy be in your ear this week, helping you out with different things?
I'm sure he will. I mean, he loves. I don't think he can live away from football. He loves football, and I think that's what makes him so great and so good and such a competitor. He loves competing. He loves being around the game. So I'm sure I'll be hearing from him a lot.
When did you guys kind of realize the severity in the situation? Was it right in that moment Saturday, or is it like yesterday or something?
I think we were trying to be really optimistic about everything, but I think when he heard the news back when he got pictures, that's when we were like, okay. So then we kind of just assumed what we need to do and how it would play out, and we're all taking it from there.
How's Bryce developed into the player he is right now?
Good. I think he's really developed. I think he's a good player, and he's been able to get out there on some fullback stuff, being in the backfield. So he's played a lot. I mean, he's come in for me and Herndon before in some games. So he has experience, and now it's just he needs to step up a little more and play a little more reps. So I think it'll be a good change up for him, and I think he's ready for the task.
So you kind of did that. I mean, you played some D-tackle, you played some fullback. How important is it to just get those reps where you're on the field? It doesn't even matter really what position you're playing, field goal even, where you're just out there and you kind of understand what the the expectations are.
It's good to play against another guy that's not in the same color jersey as you, that's not wearing the same helmet. It's good to feel the game speed, and he has that experience, and I think he's going to go out there really cool and collective, and I think he's going to know what his job is, and he's going to execute really well.
You've gotten almost all the snaps at the left guard. Now with Bryce, you'll be in Bryce's ear helping him out with some things this week.
Yes, just as the center would do, but I think he's gonna know the game plan really well, and I think he's gonna really not take moving up lightly. I think he's gonna really prepare for it well, and I think he's gonna know what he needs to do. But I'll be in his ear just as the center would naturally be in his ear. Jimmy's always in my ear, whether I liked it or not.
Narduzzi mentioned that their middle linebacker, Quarterman, 55, is a pretty good player, gets sideline to sideline. Is he someone that you'll be matched up with a lot when you sort of get to that second level or when he's blitzing at you from that linebacker spot?
Yeah, he's a good player. We watched a lot of tape on him. He's fast. He knows how to come downhill hard. I just need to make sure I know where he is at all times.